guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I like to post about my life and about paying off my student loan debt from physical therapy school. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how much we spent on buying our house and owning our house in 2021. If you are new to this channel, you may not know that we bought our very first home this year in May of 2021. So I just wanted to go over all of the details for how much we spent since we've purchased it and how much we spent on the purchase itself, as well as, whether I think it was a good idea to have bought this house while still paying off my significant amount of student loan debt. So let's get into it. I've got a couple of details for you guys, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so like I said, if you're new here, I will link some of the videos that I've posted about our house. I've posted quite a few about like our home buying journey and just projects and updates we've done around the house. But we bought our very first house together in May of 2021. And we purchased it for $335,000. That was the purchase price. And that was actually $15,000 less than what we had initially offered on the house. So that whole story is in another video, which I will link if you're interested in how we ended up getting it for less than what we had offered. But yeah, so that is what we bought the house for. And that was in April is when we made the offer. So everything closed in May. So our down payment and closing costs, the amount that we spent out of pocket was $14,863. So that is the amount that we paid back in April or May, I can't remember when that money came out, to own this house. Okay, so since buying the house, I wanted to go over some of the average monthly costs for things that we have that may be different than when we were renting. So the first is the mortgage, which includes the PMI. So our down payment was 3.5%. So because it was less than 20%, we do have PMI, which is the mortgage insurance. And then we have like the homeowner's insurance and that sort of stuff. So all of that comes out in one payment to our company, and that is $1,832 that we pay per month. So once that PMI is paid off, that will go down a good amount. So that'll be a nice thing to look forward to in the future. But for now, that is what the monthly payment is. Utilities, so that is electric and water, and obviously we still would have been paying that if we were renting, but it is higher than what we were renting, so I am including that in this little comparison. That is about $250 a month, and this number is hopefully going to go down significantly here in the future. We were paying a lot per month for electric because our air conditioning unit was old and running very poorly, so it was just not efficient, and it was just like running like all the time. So we actually just got December's electric bill, and that was only $50 compared to the previous bills have been anywhere from $200 to $260. So that is a huge decrease with our new AC unit. So hopefully this number goes down, but that is what we had been paying on average since May. Maintenance, so this is stuff that we were not paying for when we were renting. So trash, pest, and lawn services. We do prefer to pay for the lawn services. They do a really good job, and it's just so hot in Florida to be outside doing the lawn that it's just worth it to us. So all three of those together is $140. I believe the lawn is the most expensive at $85. Pest, I think, is $25, and trash is $30. I think that adds up. You can check my math. So this is how much we've paid to date. So like I said, we moved in May, and our actual first mortgage payment was June. So we had like half of May that we didn't have to pay the mortgage. But so we've paid $12,824 on our mortgage so far. Utilities, we've paid $1,653, and maintenance, we've paid $980 since May. Okay, so this is all stuff that is repairs, renovations, and updates. So most of the stuff is stuff that we really didn't have to do. Our house was fine move-in, but we did want to make some updates. Obviously the AC was something we ended up having to do. But let's go over all of these things. So when we moved in, we did new floors in the main area of the house, as well as new paint throughout the entire house. And I estimate we spent about $3,800 on that. So furniture and tools I lumped together. So tools for all of the projects that we did that we now own, or David now owns. He bought a lot of new tools. We didn't have very much besides like a basic toolkit before. Now we have like everything, every sort of saw and drill you can imagine, as well as some furniture. So I have a video showing all of the like thrifted pieces that we got. Most of our furniture was secondhand, but we did buy some new pieces. Like we bought stuff for the patio, we bought a new couch, some new chairs. So all of that together was about $2,600. The bathroom renovation, I just posted that video showing the finished product of our guest bathroom. We completely gutted and renovated the guest bathroom. Again, this was something that didn't have to be done, but we really wanted to. And we did that entirely ourselves, and so we saved a good chunk of money for a complete gut, and we spent $3,200 on that. And then lastly, we did have to just recently buy a new AC and HVAC unit. So like I said, that was something that was running poorly, and it did completely die one day. And so they did tell us that we needed a whole new unit, and we kind of knew that when we bought the house. The inspector had said that it was old, but that it was running okay, and that we should probably get another year or two out of it. Obviously it happened a little bit sooner than a year or two that we ended up needing a new one, but that's fine. We had the money, we were able to pay cash for that, so that is now running very nicely, as evidenced by our new, much lower bill. So the total we've spent to date on everything, including down payment, closing costs, mortgage payments, utilities, all the updates and furniture and things like that for our house, we've spent $47,120, which seems like a lot of money, and it is. Yeah, so that's what we spent so far. So I did want to throw in here some comparisons for renting. So if we had stayed at our old apartment, that is now currently listed for $1,850 a month, plus we have a dog, so that would have been another $50 a month, so $1,900 a month. So that is more than our mortgage payment. And if we were to rent a similar home in the area with similar size, that is around $2,000 to $2,500 a month. So again, more than our mortgage payment. I also wanted to mention that our home has appreciated in value a significant amount since we purchased it. So looking at two different sources, I took the average, and our estimated value is now $385,600. So that is a increase in value of just over $50,000 since we purchased it. So that's, and we purchased it in May, so it's been just about 7 or 8 months. So while we spent $47,000 this year so far, we have gained in value. Obviously this is unrealized gain because we only see that if we were to sell the house, but it is good to know of just over $50,000. So overall, I think that this purchase of the house was definitely worth it when we look at how much rent has gone up and when we look at our increase in our quality of life. So if we didn't buy the house, yes, we could have been debt free. My student loans could have probably been paid off because we wouldn't have put that $15,000 to the down payment, and we wouldn't have had to put $7,000 to a new air conditioning unit. And that right there would have paid off the remainder that I have on my student loans. But it's, in my mind, and in David's as well, my husband's, it's really wouldn't have been worth it. I think that because of the way the market was going, I'm happy we bought a house when we did, rather than waiting and prices continuing to just go up and up and up, and for us to have been priced out of the area that we are living in now. We live in a really nice, beautiful area. And before, when we were renting, we were really not renting a wonderful apartment. The nice apartments in Tampa are really, really expensive, like more expensive than what that $1,900 a month. And yeah, that was for a pretty crappy 2-bedroom apartment. So if we wanted something where our quality of life would have been better, it would have cost even more. So I think that overall, looking at, while we have spent a lot of money on our house, I think that within the next year, it should definitely slow down. Like, we're not going to be buying furniture. We're not going to be updating bathroom next year. We have a few little projects that we'll do here and there, but nothing as big as, everything that we've done this year. Hopefully we won't have any, major repairs like the AC. Everything else is fairly new on the house, so I'm hoping that we don't encounter any of that next year. And I still think, well, I still know that we'll be able to pay off the loans entirely by August of next year. So really not that much of a delay in my mind. Everything has been worth it for sure. So I hope you guys found this video interesting, just to look at all of the real numbers from my life of owning our very first home this year. If you did find it interesting, don't forget to give this video a like and let me know any questions or comments you have down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you guys in the next video.